how Pakistan have now had to continue with the match without even the match referee changing, and Andy Pycroft is the match referee. So there has been no thing that they've taken a step back, and that's the call that they've taken, and they've gone ahead. So in Hindi, as they say, muh ki khani padi. That's exactly what happened with Pakistan. Now, as a face-saving exercise, they sent out a press release, the PCB, and they claimed two things largely. One, they said that Andy Pycroft has apologized, right? That is something that they claimed. And now, as soon as they say that, apologize means that he is then in the wrong of allowing that no handshake and everything else. So that is the first statement they put out. With no more details, that Andy Pycroft has apologized for his role in that game versus India and Pakistan. That's the first thing that they put out in the statement. The second that they have put out in the statement is that ICC will now conduct an inquiry, further inquiry after this game is done, into what happened on that 14th of September, that encounter between India and Pakistan, in a way saying that, listen, it's not done, we can still get our way. PCB is trying to put that message out, and at the moment we've allowed our team to play this game because ICC has agreed to listen to the matter. Now, these are half-truths. Some of that, what they're saying is right, but a lot of it, what they're saying is wrong and misrepresentation. So I'll break it down into those two big points. Firstly, they say that Andy Pycroft has apologized, which is true, but what they have not specified, which we can confirm to you, is only apologized for any miscommunication that Pakistan Cricket Board may have felt. Okay, so for that he has apologized, but he has not apologized for any handshake thing. So what could be the miscommunication? And that is very normal. I have alleged that Siddharth has done something wrong, and I'm saying you did something wrong, and in later investigation happened, and then we found out that what he did was nothing wrong, and I claim that he was late, and we did an investigation. He was not late, he was bang on time, he did his thing. But I can then say, okay, fine, you were right and I was wrong in claiming that you were late, but at least you could have communicated to me that this could be a scenario and things like that, which is very natural humanly. Okay, what is miscommunication? That I said something, you didn't get it, fine, I'm sorry for that. So I think while ICC is also not specified what is it that is miscommunication, but what I can understand from this is that maybe PCB is also crying about the fact that if he knew about the toss, he could have told us in advance, so on and so forth. To which Andy Pycroft may have apologized and said, fine, I could have told you earlier, but I didn't see any need to tell you earlier. When we met at the toss, I didn't see any need to go specifically and tell you. When we first time met at the toss, I informed you. And if you think there was any miscommunication there, fine, I'm sorry about it. But what you are claiming that handshake should have happened, and then the Pakistan is also claiming that take some action against Surya Kumar Yadav for making those political statements. For those things, or no handshake, Andy Pycroft has not apologized. And why will he apologize? Because if he has been found or been given a clean sheet by the ICC on these matters, then what is the need for Andy Pycroft to apologize? So, which is why Andy Pycroft has also been allowed to continue. If he had to apologize for not conducting the game in the way that he was supposed to, then quite logically he couldn't have been the match referee today also, no, by ICC. Then he was guilty of not doing his job properly. So right now, that apology is for a miscommunication which Pakistan is aggrieved about, to which Andy Pycroft has apologized, but is not apologized for his conduct or the conduct of the players or for handshake or for any statement. No apology for that. That is the truth. And ICC has repeated that they have done an inquiry, they have found Andy Pycroft not guilty of anything. That is why he will continue, and they have turned down PCB's demand. That's the first bit. If they had got what they wanted, PCB, they wouldn't have left it at apology. See, it's like that. I want to show the world that apology has happened, so I just said that he has apologized. But you've not told the true story. What is he apologized for? He's not apologized for the handshake. He's not apologized for any comments made by Surya Kumar Yadav, to which, why will he apologize when the ICC has given him a clean sheet? And on the matter of the clean sheet, because they are saying ICC has agreed to investigate this matter further, that's also not true, because what ICC is saying, Why should we investigate the matter further? We've investigated it. And we've investigated it twice. They sent a letter first time, right after the game was done, the very next day. They investigated it, went back to PCB saying we've seen it. Andy-Pycroft is not guilty. Indian team is not guilty. Sorry. They again sent communication yesterday saying no, this is the issue. To which also ICC has replied today saying no.
I think yesterday night only they replied.
Yeah, but they've said no. Today also again they had negotiations. They said no, he's not guilty of any of that. They're not guilty. So if he's not guilty, why will Andy-Pycroft apologize? Now to the investigation that they're saying ICC will conduct, but ICC is saying, but if I've already investigated the matter and found there is no guilty party, why should I investigate earlier? Only thing ICC has said that yes, as is protocol, and not just in this scenario, anywhere, even in your office matter, in a legal case, in court, when the judge dismisses the matter, you have a right as a complainant, if you find some fresh evidence or the police find some fresh evidence in the case can always be reopened. Right, if something new emerges, because for years that those files are kept, because something new comes up, you have to investigate the matter first, because that never came to light earlier. So similarly, they've said that, listen, we've seen everything that you had, you got on the table, we investigated, done, dusted, tata, bye-bye. Yeah, if you tomorrow bring out XYZ things which are new, of course, it is our responsibility to look at them again. And again, there's no guarantee that, you know, the judgment will come in your favor. We may look at it and say, no, this is also not good enough. And so we turn this request down. That is all they've said, but that also has been twisted and put it out like that they are going to investigate the matter further, because the message then goes out to your public that, see, we have also not backed down. Investigation is ongoing. We've just allowed our team to participate while the investigation is ongoing, and see, apology has also come, so we've allowed Pycroft to continue. However, as I said, half-baked news, half-truths to all this. The facts we have put forward, laid bare in front of you.